All right. Happened again. We went live without going live. But being vulnerable again, I'm admitting it here on the live stream. It can happen after 30 hours of live streaming. So we'll be bringing up very, very quickly my panelists so that they can continue and have a beautiful discussion. I see here 4 beautiful guests coming and preparing in the backstage. So I will be bringing up Gazala first. Hi, Gazala. Hi again. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good and I'm excited.
Thank you so much. And then I will bring up Shireen. Hi, Shireen. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I see Zishan here. Hi, Zishan. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you? Thank you so much just for giving us an opportunity to be the part of this summit. And welcome to all of you in this summit. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I see Asma. So I will ask Asma just to on her camera whenever she's ready. And then I will be bringing her up too. Until then, Gazala, the stage is yours. Let's start this beautiful discussion.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So, welcome to the fourth Global Empowerment Summit. And you know what is our pitch line? It's diversity is power. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guest and esteemed panelists, welcome to this insightful and thought provoking panel discussion on entrepreneurial diversity and creativity. And I'm honored to serve as you as a moderator. We have a distinguished group of panelists with us who are pioneer in their own fields. So we have Ms. Shireen Khan, NLP performance boosting strategist, Mr. Zishan Javed, CEO of Career Vista, and Ms. Asma Khalik, strategic business consultant, project management trainer. So thank you for joining me especially Ms. Asma for on a very short notice. I'm thankful. So the impact of cultural competence and diversity in entrepreneurial ecosystem is indeed profound and far-reaching. So when we talk about cultural competence, we are acknowledging the richness, the diverse perspectives bring to the table. And in the entrepreneurial landscape, that this diversity is not just a matter of representation, it's a catalyst for innovation. Cultural competence foster an environment where a multitude of ideas, experience, and approaches creating fertile ground for the creativity. And we, entrepreneurs, understand and appreciate the diverse cultural tones. They are better equipped to identify market opportunities, anticipate emerging trends, and develop solutions that resonate with a global audience. And moreover, the economic impact of such diversity cannot be overstated. So, inclusive entrepreneurial ecosystems not only attract a wider range of talents, but also lead to the creation of business that are more resilient and adaptable in the face of change. So,
Okay, if something like this is happening, I will just ask Shireen to continue until I bring Gazala back. Maybe you can add something from your
diversity
perspective.
within entrepreneurial.
Ah,
She's
okay. I will be fixing this internet issue, don't worry. Let me just remove her. So let's continue with you, Shireen and Seshan. Maybe you could just introduce yourselves first, and then after we will go to back to Gazala when she can fix her internet. Maybe you could go on, Shireen?
okay. Thank you so much. So, my humble introduction is that basically I'm a home based social entrepreneur. And I've been doing this entrepreneurial venture since I started around 28 years ago, voluntarily to just make an impact, to make a difference in someone's life. It was a humble start. But slowly and gradually, as things moved forward, I was training my own kids. I have 5 kids. So, all that journey of self learning, personal development, the process of being a mission vision mom, all that helped me to become more and more creative, learn diverse techniques, tools to be a better person to start with. And as that grew, it started unfolding into a business venture. And today I've been on radio shows, TV shows. I've done workshops in person as well as online with women in rural areas, with grassroots people, with students, with teachers, and professionals as well. That has been a short journey of 28 years, where it was a multitude of diversity coming in various ways. Over to you, Sir Ishan. Would you please introduce yourself?
Thank you so much, Ms. Ghazala, and thank you so much, Ms. Shiri. My name is Ishan Javed, and I am a multi-diversified entrepreneurial mindset person with the mindset of that bridging the pathway between the institutions and the corporate sector through conducting training and development programs in the field of leadership management, project management, human resource management, sales and marketing, artificial intelligence, and in the academia and the corporate sector. It's a very huge journey because I have started my career from the banking sector and working in a different accounting and finance field. Then came into the project management, get the experience from the market, from the banking sector, non-welfare organizations, NGOs, then in the academia, and also working in different universities as a cluster head trainer through bridging the gap between academia and the corporate sector. Also, I have started my own vision that to get eliminate and registered my own venture with the name of the Career Vista and to start to make the startup from the women entrepreneurship programs, conducted different multi-diversified experiences and physical trainings in the institutions as well as in the corporate sector. The main dilemma of this as an entrepreneur, as a CEO of the corporate sector, I want that to bring a drive and innovative environment in the society. Because nowadays it is a crucial stage in the market, and we have to level and along with take an impact in the society to the youth people that what they have to do in the foreseeable future, either through innovation, the skills, and the areas in which they want to excel in the market. So this is the overall journey that I have started my own venture 2018 in the first year of COVID and started my first training in the Shifa Foundation Islamabad and so on in different pharmaceuticals, in different textile sectors, in different other institutions and academia and the corporate sector in different various mega projects. I am also a project manager, PMI member of Lahore, Islamabad, and Karachi chapter as well, working with the PMP solutions as well, conducting trainings in the field of leadership management with a degree of MPhil in management sciences, and inshallah, I will pursue the PhD in project management and leads to the globally at in institutions as well. Thank
Wonderful,
you.
wonderful. That's nice. Okay, Mr. Zishan,
Hello.
like as a CEO of the Career Vista, what are the challenges and benefits you are encountering in cultivating a diverse and culturally
Basically,
competent team? Yes.
basically as a CEO of any company, the most first thing is that you have to get the benefits. So benefits basically leads to a drive and innovation. Either how much you are innovative and ambitious and towards the team and towards the objectives, because you have
Mm-hmm.
to create a market knowledge and makes a business more competitive. जब तक आपके पास market का competition नहीं है, then until then you don't know what's your target market and what kind of things you have to produce. I always said three things in the business management and entrepreneurship management, that three questions are always arises: what to produce, how to
Mm-hmm.
produce, for whom to produce. काम करना किसके लिए है, किस सेट मार्केट पे काम करना है, किस टारगेट मार्केट पे काम करना है, और काम होगा कैसे. You have to utilize the resources. Either the
Okay.
resources should be scarce or not. Because you
Mm-hmm.
have to need the four factors of production in any setup, in any working environment. That will be land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you have to first dig out the resources. In which
Mm-hmm.
sector you have to qualify yourself, excel yourself, किस टारगेट मार्केट पर काम को. जब तक आपके पास टारगेट ऑडियंस नहीं है, जब तक आपका सेट गोल, मिशन और विजन नहीं है कि आपने काम करना कहाँ है, डेस्टिनेशन क्या है आपका, तब एज अ सीईओ यू हैव टू मैनेज ऑल द थिंग्स. थर्ड थिंग इज दैट यू हैव टू highly qualitative targeted marketing कि आप बेस्ट
Mm-hmm.
ऑफ द बेस्ट सर्विसेज दें. बिकॉज if I am talking about as an entrepreneur, as a CEO of my company, तो आई गेट द एक्सपीरियंस फ्रॉम द मार्केट फ्रॉम अ ले मैन. मैंने इनिशियल लेवल से काम शुरू किया, मैंने लेबर क्लास से काम स्टार्ट किया, मैंने रॉ मटेरियल में वर्किंग काम शुरू किया, मैंने वर्किंग प्रोसेस को देखा, मैंने फिनिश गुड्स को देखा, मैंने 10 to 15 आवर्स रेगुलरली इन अ कल्चर प्रोडक्शन सेक्टर के अंदर वर्कआउट किया कि काम होता कैसे है. देखिए, काम करने के लिए एज अ सीईओ मैं ये समझता हूँ कि आपको सीईओ वाली सोच चाहिए. अगर आपने किसी डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंचना है, जब तक अपना गोल और सेट नहीं करोगे, जब तक अपना टारगेट सेट नहीं करोगे कि आपने पहुंचना कहाँ पे है, तब तक आप काम नहीं कर रहे. द डायलेमा ऑफ आवर सोसाइटी, द डायलेमा ऑफ आवर कल्चर इज दैट कि हम काम भी नहीं करना चाहते और हमारे एम्बिशंस भी बहुत बड़े हैं और हम ये कहते हैं कि हमें सारी चीजें मिल जाए और हम काम भी कर लें. ऐसा नहीं, पॉसिबल नहीं है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू डिग आउट द थिंग्स कि किस तरीके से काम करना है, आपने टीम्स कैसे शेड्यूल आउट करनी है, प्रोडक्टिव
That's
परफॉर्मेंस प्लान्स क्या है आपकी, एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर मैं यहाँ पे एक वर्ड यूज करूंगा, डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर। द कॉन्सेप्ट
mhm,
ऑफ डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर शुड बी एनहांस्ड इन द सोसाइटी, कि every
mhm.
person work is separated into several different tasks and each worker is responsible of their own task। जब तक हम आपको आपको आप डिपार्टमेंटल रोल्स ड्यूटीज एंड रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज को डिग आउट करके नहीं दोगे, काम नहीं होगा, एफर्ट नहीं होगी। एफर्ट के लिए टाइम चाहिए, टाइम के लिए स्ट्रगल चाहिए, जब आप सारी चीजों को मिलाएंगे देन यू आर एबल टू फोर्स आउट द थिंग्स, किस तरीके से
Yeah,
काम
that's
करना और
right.
डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंचना है।
That's right.
थर्ड थिंग,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
the
Yeah,
third thing is that you have to,
yeah. Just a minute. Yeah, try to speak just in English because the Urdu will be a problem for our global participants. They will not understand. Then I have to translate it in English.
okay, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So third thing is that next thing is that you have to create the opportunity programs for the personal and professional growth of the employees. When you
Mm,
have not set the learning and development sector in any company, you are not able to sacrifice out the things. You need the training and development, recruitment, selection concept. You have to create a department of learning and development in the corporate sector, because nowadays in our society, in the corporate sector, the entrepreneur should not able to expense out the money on the training and development programs of the employees. They hire one HR manager who has a background of a master degree of HR, and they said to them that conduct training programs in our for our employees. But the thing is that corporate training is that thing that you have to create a multi-diversified activities for the creation of the employees, for the creation of the
thank
opportunities,
you.
for the
Thank you
growth of
so
the
much, Javed.
employees. Because
Thank you.
without,
We are running off our time. I know that you have what I can say. You have edge on the entrepreneurial training, and you are running a very beautiful WhatsApp group in which you have a list of entrepreneurs from the diverse areas, and you are and they are contributing to that
thank you so much.
diversity and
Thank you so
entrepreneurial.
much.
Thank you so much. So we have also Asma, and I would like to thank her again because she joined me on a very short notice, and she is strategic business consultant and project management training. So I would like to ask you, Asma, that what strategies or initiatives have you observed that effectively promote cultural competence and diversity within the entrepreneurial ecosystem, and how do these contribute to innovation? So just making it a quick and sharp because maybe we have 3 to 4 minutes for one question. Then we'll have another round.
Thank Sure. Thank you so much, first of all, for your brief introduction and giving a chance to a wonderful thing. It's important to promoting the culture, competence, and diversity within the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So these are, I think, so. These are some strategies which have been observed and effectively, the contributing to these goals. The first one, if we talk about diversity and inclusion programs, so education's training is the most important part. The first of all, it's and the training should be given to the all like the workshops, seminars, training sessions that could also help to entrepreneur and ecosystems and the stakeholders to understand the value of all these kind of the diversity and to build up the proper culture that could also helps to promote the business at the same time. And the networking event what we have, I think so, to build up the properly to networking events, I think that could help to bring your the a proper community amongst the different community peoples, and that could also help to on the business side by side also to develop on the very diverse culture. Along with that, you can learn and also create a very prospective business nature at the same time. So these are the few important points which I think we need to develop at the same and also to promote to different side. If we talk about the first import, as you were just all talk about the culture what we have, I think we should also focusing on those sides where we are lacking and which opportunities we need to identify in the different sectors. Like suppose if we give an examples in Pakistan, there we don't have an incubator in our system. There we can provide on the training at the same time when you're going to do work together within one organizations. So I think these are the important steps that we need to be follow up, and which can promote along with that, with the within the business sides, and also to build a proper culture, and also that helps to in a different in a different sectors as well. This is my point of view regarding this point. These are that's all the points,
Yeah.
I think. So if we're talking about all in all, about the culture wise, what we have and what we can do to that.
Yeah, you elaborated it very nicely that we definitely, because in Pakistan, the entrepreneurial culture is just new. People were
Yeah,
more stick to the government job, and they thought because it's a safe way of living, that you just complete your studies and apply for the government job and get the government job, because it is
yeah,
with the perks, and you will get the pensions and just enjoy your life. But now, with the passage of time, as the economy is moving toward the harsh weather, so
hmm,
definitely we need to sow the seed of entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship is very important, because when
hmm,
one person start their own business or startup, so he enable himself to bring 40, 50 people and 50 families who can also be a part of this growing business,
yeah,
and can nourish their own families
hmm,
and support their own families. And definitely, when
yeah,
we are in a diverse culture with the different people and across the board, with because of networking and internet, and also COVID taught us that there is an another word with you can connect on internet and you can do the business. So now
yeah,
globally we are connected. It's very easy, like it is a very perfect environment for diverse entrepreneurship. So you're
yeah.
perfectly all right. That's right. Shiri, I would
They,
like to ask you. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Asma, would you like to add something?
Yeah, I wanted to add that one last point in it. And the first thing, like if we talk about the cultures, and all, to develop the community and all this kind of stuff. So firstly, as Mrs. Ishan has mentioned before, we must know about the product, what we want to sell, and in which targeted sites, right? At the same time, when we have given the opportunity to our fresh candidates and all that, and along with that, we will provide a training. So I think the mind concept would be more change about the entrepreneur side, that it's much easier to capture to those and we need to we need to teach them how we can multiply the source of income. That is a main point of every one person in our. So side by side, then the interest level, along with that, to build the community, and also to create a culture in such ways that could bring to all the youngsters in under the one platform. So that can also help to all of us, and also are the youngsters, that to create a proper bridge, and to teach them and with what kind of the barrier you have to face. And this is the minor issues, and this is the major states. That's why they usually not take a risk toward this side. This is my point of view about this thing, which we need to do, I think. So we need
Yeah,
to
thank you so much, Asma. That's right. Exactly. That's right. Shiri, what is your perspective about that? Like, as an NLP performance boosting strategist, so how does cultural competence play a role in enhancing the creativity and innovation, and why it is essential for their success? As I know that you are globally connected, and you are working nationally and internationally with the clients in strategy boosting. So, what is your perspective about this?
Uh, in my perspective, culture is based on two things. Usually, when we talk about culture, the first thing that comes to our mind is about geographical demographics, although it's not restricted to that, because I have a background of being Turkish. My mother is Turkish, so I'm Turkish, and I'm very connected to that culture. And obviously, living in Pakistan all my life, I am connected to this culture also. So, while I have seen the Turkish people very active and very proactive, in fact, in how they live, how they have built up their uh, patriotism, and how they have grown as a nation. Similarly, there have been several countless examples, we can take the example of Abdul Sattar Idi. We have
Mhm.
the example of many other such people who may not have been very literate, or who may have recently, a few years back, I met an inspiring lady who comes from a family of illiterate people, literally. But she not only studied, she did her master's, and now she's a lecturer in a prestigious university. It's a huge leap from where she was. So culture is not restricted to the ethnicity or the geographical location, but also to one's own attitude. Because sometimes, out of constraints and restrictions, like not only abundance, but the constraints and restrictions create that attitude in a person to grow out of it or to create something. Because entrepreneur basically is a person who can recognize a gap, and they, because they can observe this, they have that innate ability. They may not have realized it at the initial stage before they become a startup, that they have the capacity to fill it, or search for how to fill that gap or bridge that gap.
Hmm.
So doing that, I'll give you my own personal example. Bringing up my own kids, I was looking at people going through financial constraints and mindset that was not very productive. So and when they were playing the Monopoly game, I thought it had very much restricted mindsets, and I created a game, like rearranged that game and created a board game for them by the name of Money Wise. And it incorporated cultural development. It incorporated skills which would help them to think on a community and broader based levels. And it was so amazing the way it turned out and the way they played. Like, kids, when you give them a good fertile land, they bloom like anything. So I saw that with my own 5 kids. And as I kept on applying those things with the students and grassroots people, the professionals, it worked with all of them. So with when we notice the gaps and we try to overcome it, it can be as small as, like, when my kids were studying, they were struggling with phonics. Like, our kids learn at least 2 languages to
Mhm.
start with, English and Urdu, and both of them have a different way of being taught. One is traditional, one is creative. So they were struggling with the phonics, and I created a book. Then I created a workbook for it, and it helped them to overcome that struggle, and they were able to learn better. And it just started off with a series of 8 books being compiled along the way.
Wonderful.
So, when we are so committed towards a vision, and we go towards it with a mission mind, that is how we are able to work up and come up with creative things. So that with the attitude of creativity and having diverse approaches,
Mhm.
obviously helps to increase that. And uh, it just opens ourselves up to learn more creative things uh, on personal development. And then
Yeah, perfectly
obviously
said.
it brought me towards online learning, because I am being a mission vision mom. I was very focused on bringing up my family and
Mhm.
bringing them and bringing them up as a generation, like future generation. And each child for me is one generation, so it was like 5 generations that I was training.
Yeah,
So
perfectly said. Shiri, you
I
are.
was restricted to home. Yeah, I'm just ending this. So, being homebound, I started online trainings. So
Mhm.
that was a whole new thing which wasn't even there when I started off, because I started off 28 years ago. This is how the diversity and creativity works and helps entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Perfectly said. You know that we are connected since last 3 4 years. So when we start discussion, believe me, we decide that we will just talk 30 minutes, but we talk and we dwell into so much that we never thought that it's now 1.5 hour or 1 hour, and we extended our session. So it's always delighting to talk with Shiri. And Shiri, you are right. I always tell the people and my students that there is a difference between a businessman and entrepreneur. That like business is you have already the product you can get from the retailer, you can get from the company at the big market and just resell the same thing. But entrepreneur is the real person who is creator and who is innovative. He has his own ideas, own product, which comes from his heart, right? So it is just like our product is our baby, and we nurture it, and we always feel very good when we talk about this. So it is the a sign of entrepreneur. If you are like this and always energetic and enthusiastic about talking about your services, your achievement, and your product, so it means you are the real entrepreneur. So over to you, Zishan. I have a question for you. That how can aspiring entrepreneurs develop cultural competence skills to enhance their creativity and innovation? And what resources or advice would you offer to those looking to embark to this journey? Like as a you are a trainer, so you have students, the newcomers. So what would be your advice to them? You are mute. You are mute, Zishan.
Yes, yes, thank you. Basically, if you talk about the entrepreneurship management says that they keep doing the things, right things at the right time at the right place. What you want to do, either you have to create an, if the opportunity is not to be found, you have to create an opportunity for the students. So first you have to select out the things, the either the class which you have teach, in which area they are more comfortable as compared to the other things. You have to choose out their skills, mindsets. You have, as an entrepreneur, you have to read out the mindset of the people, in which area they can work. When you are conducting interviews, when you are elaborating in the sessions, you judging out the things in which person takes more comfortable in which area. So you have to select out the things that either in which capacity that person is working, in which capacity that person is working, and in which capacity that is working. Because everyone is not with the same mindset. Everyone is not made for the same pace of work. Because a lot of people working taking a priority to give 9 to 5 job.
Mhm.
Now at that time the things are very crucial. You have to work 9 to none. From the last few decades, the market is very crucial. Market is very crucial. People are now searching for a job. The jobs are not available in the market. I always recommend the people to those that you have to do in which skill you can enhance your skill areas. Either you are from the chartered accountancy, either you are from the sales and marketing sector, either you are from the project management, either you are working from the different source of the thing. The thing is that you have to earn the money from the market. You have to expand yourself, identify yourself globally in the market to enhancing take the decision making, enhance the
Yep.
check out the problem where the problem creates, and you have to sort out the problems. Strengthen the skills. First of all, you have to make a SWOT analysis of your answer. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? You have to first dig out the thing. Boosted the
Right.
profit and the revenue. How you create the revenue and the profit from the market? In which area? In which scale? Nowadays in the market, first you have to do the sessions on the complementary session to create an awareness in the mindset of the people, what you are doing in the market, what kind of services you are giving to the society, what kind of products you are selling to the market. You have to create an impact in the society. You have to fulfill the needs and wants of the people. You have to fulfill the standards of the meet the standards of the people. Jab tak till not you are not at that point, the people will select you. It depends on you. Either you have to go towards the people or people don't come towards you. So it's an entrepreneurial game that you have to work 24/7. Keep an eye on each and every sector of the business. Either it relates to the raw material, either it relates to the working process, either it relates on the finished good products. Even then, as an entrepreneur, I am saying you that I working in a Honey Foods Limited and packed thousands of buckets in one day, standing alone on the head of the labor class to check out the thing. Either the finished good products are properly banned out or not, are properly powered out or not, either it is supplied into the market on time or not. Because if you have to capture the market, you have to be follow each and everything, take the decisions on time, fulfill, keep
Perfect.
an eye each and every sector of the business sector. So and next,
Mhm.
you have to improve the company reputation as well, because company reputation is the main goodwill, because you have to create a feedbacks from the market, you have to create different awareness sessions from the market, you have to take interviews from the customers, either to know about it what are the cons and the cons, in either in which area we have to improve the mindset, we have to improve the quality and quantity of the product. So these are the things which, as an entrepreneur, you have to work on single one leg, standing over
Perfect.
the toes.
Yeah,
That
you are absolutely
after
right,
that you
Zishan.
are able to capture the market.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Like, our new generation, there is lack of inspiration and lack of patience. They want to be millionaire within a days, within a minutes, because as they see it on the YouTube and the Instagram, that people are just showing their bright side, but they don't know that there is a dark side from where they did their struggle, they did their hard work. Definitely, if you convert your time, like it's 7 to 8 hours a day you are working, and you do 24 hours a day and are just take a nap for 3 4 hours and work continuously, then you can what you can see, you can accelerate your success, but still not at the cost of your health. And can there is no quick fix. You have to work hard. You have to understand, first of all, you the thing which is more important, that you must know what is your mission, vision, and what are the gaps, and
I
how you
want
can
to I
contribute
want
to them.
uh,
Yeah.
I want to add one thing, Rana, over there.
Uh-huh.
Of the
Yes.
last 1 year, I already involved in giving the lectures to the universities as well. And if I was just want to compare 2023 to from 2024 22, if
Mm-hmm.
you are working 7 hours a day, or give a 3 lectures in a day and getting an amount of 50 or 60,000 from the in was visiting, now you
Mm-hmm.
have to work 9 lectures in a week, and then you are able to get the amount of 70 to 80,000. There's a huge gap. Yani, the thing is that the time and the economies of scale are crucially bad in the market, because you have to struggle a lot without
Yeah.
if you don't have experience of 15 to 20 years, you can't never ever be prevailed in the market.
That's right.
At
That's right.
least
So
if
yeah,
if you are
just do
not
your
able.
multiplication, how much you want and how you want and how you look toward the success. So work accordingly.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Very nice. Very nice. So Asma, can you share an inspiring success story or an example of entrepreneurial organization that effectively leverage cultural competence and diversity to derive innovation, ultimately achieving the remarkable business solutions? I'm sure you must have, because you are in this.
Yeah. So first of all, I
I
want to
want to
give you the
I want. Yes, yes, sure.
yeah please no please Mr. Zishan, please go ahead.
Yes, Ishan, yes,
No,
please.
no, no, who will
Okay,
share,
okay.
Zishan or
Yeah,
Asma first?
you can share your thought after Asma. You would like to, or maybe you can start do it, and then Asma can.
And
Yes, please.
Yes,
Okay,
share, Asma.
Asma.
Then after that I will share.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, please, Mr. Zishan.
Yeah, Asma, you are allowed. Zishan said that you can go ahead.
Should I? Should I?
Yeah, yeah, yes, please.
Okay. So
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, I want to give you the one example of mine, but because before that, I wanted to started my own business in which have been started to be either what should I do? Should I start
Mm-hmm.
it toward of the product line, or should I start it to provide of the services line? So that's why what I can do and within my according to my circumstances and all that kind of stuff. Before that, what I have felt that because I have been served more than of the 9 different countries and the different communities people in which Spanish, Chinese, so all of them and I have been learned, and what I have been the journey of the entrepreneur. For the entrepreneurship, the first important tagline must have that the time management. You must know about the time management, what we have been learned. Same so the example which I wanted to quote it in for this and the software houses, right? The main important point to convert your idea into the reality, and how can we pursue furthermore. So in 2020, there's a one company by the name of the Yam Soul, and we have It's because I know this company very well, just because of my one of my family members doing a job there at the same time. So the only two persons have been one idea to convert it, to provide of the some innovations to work in a different community, and the resources will be hired in Pakistan, and they would just have been started their own journey within just only they have the 2 to 3 people. So as you were mentioned about that, obviously the people have always the mind concept on the 9 to 5 job, and they don't want to take up any extra hustles. So what they have done, they just, I think so, my point of view is the human capacity, it's not more than of the 10 to 12 14 hours. But the time management, along with that, you must aware about the negative impact, and the struggles what you have to face during the journey. And the time slabs for the first 6 months, it's a very crucial time period when what kind of the hurdles you have to face during that, when you are going to start up any kind of the company. So unfortunately and unfortunately, I did work with the most almost startup companies, and they are all the mind concept most probably in our culture is that the entrepreneur persons that I think so need to do work along with the team, from the bottom to the top management. Then you can to create the parents, and along with that you can build your repute amongst the community, and also if you want to market your product and the services, what you are going to do so what they did, they have been chosen the two product important point. The first thing is they have started from the services line, right? And they were just providing of the, and they created a bridge amongst to all those persons who wanted to get the medical facility in US. And along with that, they don't have any resources, and who can providing a facility to persons from their home, from their houses to their hospital. So they just try to cover up to this bridge, and they have been started to that thing. We will provide it to we will provide the services, and if you wanted to get the transportations requirements and anything you want to get it, so we will facilitate accordingly. So that by this way, there are the lots of multiple opportunities providing to the only for females who's doing and they have their own convenience, and they wanted to multiply and to generate the extra income along with their job. The first things they have been so now the and after that, they after 1 year they have been like to build in the full team, and now they have multiplied. They're the almost 100 people doing work within the same organizations, and now they are generated almost, I given the little bit code according to their fiscal year, the 20 million, the revenue we have been generated within a one concept idea. And so this is a basic ideations one on that. So last year, when I was just work for the Canadian company, and what they were just doing, they were just providing of they have the builders, they are the providing of them for the architecture, for the business strategy. So what I given the options, you must have an app to there's a two different the first what I have already explained about things. So I given the options, you must have an app. By this thing you can easily to calculate and automate about the utilization of your material and all this kind of stuff. You must have rather to hire the resources for the extra, and that could be also for the save time, and also for the and a little bit of smart work kind of activity. So they have been implemented, right? And after that, by this way, like the work which is going to be completed within 3 months of 6 months of kind of the projects which is going to do that, and now they are and concluding to all this kind of work within a 1.5 months. So all these kind of thing. So the point is, my point is, we do not take a risk, and we do not focus on all those sides which is always neglected from the society. So so what I have been observed, what I have been experienced about one thing, we should not follow the society. We should not always to find of the what the competitors do. We need to find out of the what we can do different and innovative, and what are the where we are lacking in our society, and how can we improve this side. So this is the my two experiences, also the two examples which I wanted to call it, and this throughout the evening.
Oh,
So
it's
at
a
the
very,
last,
very beautiful
yeah.
example.
Yeah, I wanted to give a last one, and which is related to our the Limestone solution. It's also the UK based company where I've been served. So they were just only the it's also the startup phase company, and they were just only usually to sell out to the electronics material and all kind of stuffs, and then but most probably they were just targeting to the very limited audience and all this kind of stuff. But what we have, I think it's all about the creations, it's all about the ideations, and to also the route map we need to define that how can we pursue furthermore. So what we did, what we have then, we will just obviously given up the replacement options to all the customers and all kind of stuff. And this by this way we have been generated a very, the ROI is very, and the revenue is a very limited about the thing. We given the options to not only for at the we would not like to option to the at the domestic level. So the persons who has been, so we have been decided we will just reach out to the at the domestic level to all those persons who wanted to take up to the electronic devices at the, there's a different devices including in this company. So we have been in build to collaborate with the different companies, and they're also providing the services within the same domain. And by this way they have also generated a very good revenue
Thank
within
you,
a one
Asma.
year. They have been, yeah.
It's like very nice and wonderful conversation. We are running out of our time. We have just
I'm so sorry for that. Yeah,
three,
so I
four
just
minutes
wanted to explain. So I think this is all about my. This is my point of view about this thing. So we just need to create the opportunity, and within the same domain where we are doing work, we need to create the different opportunities. How can we improve? And job not for say for the job, we need to find out the resource to how we can multiply to all those things that could also not helpful for our side, and also to helpful to other community at the side by side. Thank you.
minutes. Yeah, Zishan, would you like to add, but just quick in 1, 2 minutes, because after that we'll wrap up. You are mute.
Yes, one more thing I want to add over there, that Asma has joined Career Vista as a Director Learning and Development, and she will cop up the things with the universities and the corporate sector along with Izala, that we have to lead the things together in an innovative way and a very confirmative way. That's one thing I
Perfect.
want to add. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Asma,
Thank
for your joining in a sudden mode. Sudden mode. So I want to
you.
tell
Yeah,
one thing, that in 2018, in 2018, I have joined a Japanese company. That name is Nyobi, and they are
Mhm.
working on the same platform, bridging the gap between the academia and the corporate sector. And they recruited from remotely for Pakistan as a president, Pakistan chapter, regarding the corporate training, learning and development sector. I have started work in 2017, and working in a collaborative with different universities and bring out the things and work out. In 2018, COVID comes up, and they pause up the things, that they don't want to work anymore in that. I was sitting in the garden on the balcony and thinking that, why not I register my venture in 10 days and started the things on way with a very innovative style.
Mhm.
I have resigned on the spot and registered this venture in 2018 in a very sudden way, and started and copying up the things with the universities, because already I am in a communication process with the different universities. And my way of working style is that I started complementary sessions physically in the first year of COVID. Take the risks in the market. Lockdown is on way, but my objective is that we chat the client, gives the time, give the presentations on the 30 second, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, complementary sessions, and and elaborate out the things to what are the needs based assessment of the companies. Either they have a problem in the sales and marketing sector, either they have a problem in the HR sector, either they have a problem in the CHRMP. My analysis with the companies in the corporate sector is that the company hired the HR managers, but these managers, he or she will not be the background of the HR management sector. They don't have a degree of HR management. Most of
Mhm.
the in Pakistan, the companies and learning, and there is no learning and development sector in the department is prevail. Administration and HR mixed up and started all the things. And a lot of the companies of the HR managers, that they are from behind the degree of the bachelor's in English communication, bachelor's in economics, master's in economics, like that, and they are serving the practices in the HR, human resource management system, and they don't know even that what are the criteria of the learning and development, what are the criteria of the training, recruitment, selection, and training impact. When I started the interview to those people and said that you are sitting in the seat of the human resource management, how you train out the employees, what are the criteria, what are your sources and needs, then entrepreneurs will listen that no, the right person is not sitting at the right place. You
Yes,
have to create an awareness till not when you are not able to position that people listen you, and you are not able to grasp out the things about the exact situation of what the market does. Now after 6 months, after 6 months, the companies are analyzing the things that there should be a proper learning and development system to be prevailed in every company, so that the companies are able to control and
thank you
recruit and
so much,
train the
Zika.
employees
Thank
as per
you
the
so much.
need and successful.
I'm so sorry we are running
Thank you
up
so
our
much.
time, but yeah, it was a very enlightening discussion, and which we have today. I want to express my gratitude to my panelists, Ms. Shireen and Mr. Javed, and also Ms. Asma. Again, thank you so much for sharing this valuable insight and experiences with us. And we have explored the vital
Thank you so
interaction
much.
of cultural competences, diversity, entrepreneurship, and discovering how these elements serve as a catalyst for innovation and economic growth. So, in the stories of our panelists, we have witnessed the tangible impact of bridging cultural gaps, fostering inclusivity, and embracing diversity within the entrepreneurial ecosystem. And these are not just abstract concepts, they are the driving forces behind these successful businesses and the architects of more vibrant and resilient landscape. So, regardless of what background can thrive you, you can continue and foster the environment where every entrepreneur have their own ideas and their own skills and their own vision. So thank you all for your engagement and participation. Until next time, let's continue to build a future where creativity knows no boundaries. And of course, in such summits, there are no boundaries. And at the end, I would like to thank you, Christine. Christine, thank you so much for participating. And you're right, as a solopreneur, it's very difficult. And when you grow up and within a 3-4 years and get a big circle of your businesses, then you are enabled to hire your virtual assistants and teams so that they can help you. Thank you so much. Over to you, Andrea.
Thank you, thank you. First of all, thank you for bringing Urdu first time in history to the GES stage. I was really happy to hear it. We just have to switch because not everyone is understanding it, but I think it was amazing to first time hear this language. It's so energetic and beautiful, and it was really, really it. The passion comes through more when you are speaking on your own language. I think
Yeah.
that's so much more for me too. I'm
We are
always
used to be bilingual, so we use the both languages. Just like in Malaysia, bilinguals.
Yes, it's like I call it Hanglish, they call it Manglish. I don't know whether Paklish is existing, but let's invent it now. But yes, it's a mix of your own language and English. I think that's perfect. And thank you so much for bringing all the passion. I don't know how you managed to put like 2 hours of knowledge into a 45-minute session, but well done. I think people have to rewatch and rewatch and rewatch again so that they can get everything what you put all in here. Beautiful, beautiful panel. I have to close up now, but thank you so much for being here for all of you. And also say thank you to Zishan. I think he had to log out or something happened with the technology, but thank for him also for being here. And thank you, Asma, for jumping in for last minute and just basically completing this panel so perfectly. Thank you for being here, Shireen, and thank you, Gazala, for bringing your friends. A lot of kisses from far away, a lot of hugs for everyone, and thank you for the audience for watching this. If you watch it later, please put your questions there, and we will come back to you and we will answer. Thank you so much. Have an amazing evening with your families. It's Sunday, so enjoy the rest, and thank you so much for being here. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you.